the owner of Blitz MMA, and also the husband and coach of UFC bantamweight Haley Cowan, was arrested and booked into the McLennan County Jail on May 19th after a woman came forward and told investigators Brennan touched her inappropriately when he was her coach between 2013 and 2015, a criminal complaint affidavit states. The victim was 13 years old at the time of the sexual abuse, investigators wrote in the document, adding Brennan was 30 at the time. On November 2nd, 2023, the victim met with police detectives to tell them about the sexual abuse, which reportedly happened when Brennan's gym was located at 6807 Woodway Drive, the affidavit states. The victim claimed, quote, Brennan kissed her hundreds of times and touched her vagina above and below her clothes hundreds of times between 2013 and 2015, the affidavit alleges. The sexual abuse happened in, quote, various rooms throughout the gym almost every day, the document further states. Adding, the victim told investigators, quote, Brennan was concerned with getting caught and would stop touching her if he heard noises in the gym or believed someone was nearby. Prior to his arrest, an Instagram page popped up in February sharing screenshots of alleged conversations between Brennan and the woman, along with Facebook posts showing the two of them together at Brennan's gym. According to the affidavit, the victim provided investigators with email notifications of Facebook messages Brennan sent her in 2014 that pointed to a, quote, intimate relationship. In the messages, Brennan wrote that he, quote, loved her and spoke about kissing her, police wrote in the affidavit. Some of those messages are as follows. At about 10:40 a.m. on June 3rd, 2014, Brennan sent the girl a Facebook message stating, quote, I have been awake for hours straight and I'm just laying here, and all I can think about is you, the affidavit states. At about 12:01 a.m. on June 7th, 2014, a message by Brennan sent to the victim states, quote, good night, beautiful. I love you so much. See you at 10 a.m., the affidavit states. On June 9th, 2014, at about 1:16 a.m., Brennan, according to the affidavit, sent the victim the following message on Facebook, which states, quote, I'm drawing a blank. Why do you want to bite my neck? Okay, have sweet dreams. I love you. See you soon. Members of the gym reportedly became aware of the sexual abuse and confronted Brennan, who, quote, gave conflicted stories to them and appeared to be lying about the nature of the messages, the affidavit states. Many gym members left the gym after learning about the messages, police wrote. Investigators with the Woodway Public Safety Department said there was no immediate indication of other victims. Jail records indicate he posted a $75,000 bond and was released on Monday. Let's unpack that. If you've been following this page for a while and you listen to any of these McDojo news stories, you'll probably see that there's a pattern here that I don't cover stories unless there's been some type of evidence provided. As you can see at the end of this particular story, there was clearly messages of inappropriate conversations between a 30-year-old and a 13-year-old student, clearly caught red-handed doing something he should not have been doing. I'm glad the victim finally came forward and spoke with police. I feel bad for the victim, but I also feel bad for everybody else who got caught in the collateral damage. You know, he had students that looked up to him. Clearly, some of them has left by now. He also has a wife. I'm not sure how that's going to play out. But other people got caught up in this because of his wrongdoing. Like any story that I've covered on this page before, I'm sure more will come out, and once I find out more, I'll clearly do a follow-up story to add to this. I showed it a bit earlier as well, but I'll show it again. There's an Instagram page that's out. It seems to have been created by the victim. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it is out there and it is providing some type of insight into more details to this. So if you'd like to follow this closer, feel free to go give that a follow so that way you can keep up to date with what's going on that page. This brings us to the question of the day. I've covered a lot of these stories over the years, and unfortunately, it looks like I'll be continuing to cover more as time goes on. What safeguards do you feel should be put in place to better protect children in the martial arts industry? I look forward to reading your comments in the comment sections below. As always, thank you all for the likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, and memberships. Check out McDojoLife.com. Keep the martial arts legit.
And I'm pretty sure the boy is a sex offender. I cut him, kick him out, the Boy Scouts of America. But my baby now go rock with Foxy, now go in the truth. She said me love pile and I'm leaving you. And I'm the one for kick pile and get me down, baby, back. Some stars study with the sensei, them contract. And I call him Sensei.